brainwashed, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission, coming for the top position.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. 60 yards. You don't know no better. Kill. Switch. Come. Hit it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe you let you play. I can't.
Here's Lindsay. Take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 22. I got you. Mike 22.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last Play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Yellow, come back!
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Third down. And 6 yards to go.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A give, running right, Lindsey. Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Let him know, let him know.
Look at me, zipper!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
He tripped.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run here with Lindsey. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Lock now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Entry Gator. Check. Crunch. Clear. Now.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 6, Chiefs nothing.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
31 yards there to first down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
70, Indy.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, it's Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right there. All day, baby.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Fournette. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 38, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end.
And something really to take into the lockers here. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 13. Check 13.
66. Rolling high.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready? 73. Check 43. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Go.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the double.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now it's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Now to the air. Lock. Robinson's got it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Check 50, check 50.
Block now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Under 10, 10. Check 6-6, bullet high.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Hey, check Mike 50. Look at me. Score, score. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
Ready, ready. 50, play. Watch the out, watch the out. Smooth. Mike 50, Mike 50. There's a corner now. X3, 218, chopper. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 50, Mike 50.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Check the out, check the out, check the out. I'll go. Big grip, big grip.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey.
Ready?
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 2. Downside.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That one complete to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. 43, 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run by Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
80 weapons.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw it is Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw is Locke. This one into the hands of Burton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back to throw, Locke. He's got Burton here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Set, ready. Take the Pittsburgh.
Hey, 15. I'm letting you know right now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Simmons, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Kansas City, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to...
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we